welcome to the Daily Mix. I'm Angella Sharpe. I'm so glad you could join me again. Now, if you're new to the Daily Mix, we're going to tell you everything that's going on in St. Louis. We're going to tell you who's coming to town, maybe tell you about events that maybe you and your honey want to go to, or you and the whole family. And of course, I've got some really cool job information. Basically, it's all the good gossip going on in and around St. Louis. And to start things off, a special congratulations to STL TV's Sarah Thompson and her family on their brand new addition, daughter Sabine. There she is right there. How cute is that? Congratulations. Ah, there's another cute, adorable picture. You gotta love it. I mean, any woman that you show babies to is gonna say how adorable they are. And she is 3 months today, so congratulations. Now, I just love things that make people smile. And a lot of times, the thing that makes people smile is your own personal crazy. We're all just a smidge crazy, but we tend to hide it, you know, to get along in life. Well, this guy's got a whole YouTube channel, and one of the most popular things he does is highway sing-alongs. He's in LA, so there's a lot of traffic. But first, check out this video. This is awesome.
What up? I'm TJ, and this is the Highway Sing-Along Buttercup Edition.
I'll be over at 10.
See, how much fun is that? If you were driving on the highway and some guy was singing, especially that song, everybody loves that song, and then you kind of get into it. People kind of get into it. I think everybody should do something a little fun like that. One of my favorite things to do is when you're having a serious conversation with someone, or like right now when I'm on camera, I just like to, kind of, ooh, melt out of the screen. I always just think that's fun and it makes everybody smile. And you know what made a lot of people smile this weekend? Well, that would be Disney on Ice. Frozen was at the Scottrade this weekend, and lots of tiny fans came out to see all their favorite characters. There was Anna and Elsa and Kristoff and all of the other Frozen characters, of course. Plus, fans got to see even more fun and friends with the extended Disney family making an appearance on the ice, which is pretty cute. In fact, a lot of my friends are moms, and they were showing the photos on Facebook this week of all their little ones at Frozen. So, that's kind of cool. And because Frozen was at the Scottrade Center, that must mean the St. Louis Blues were not. No, they were in Vancouver last night. In fact, last year at this time, I was in Vancouver to watch the game. It was my first time there. Beautiful city, a lot of fun. But if you were in the game last night, man, that was a roller coaster. First, the Blues had the lead. Then they didn't have the lead. And some fans gave up. Not the true fans. True fans always stick around. But some fans gave up, but then they went into overtime. A scoreless overtime, which is always great. But then the shootout, we didn't fare so well. But we did pick up a point in the game, so that is good. And today was the NHL trade deadline day. So the next game is Thursday. It's also an away game. Before you, watch the game, maybe just see who we picked up, who we got rid of, just so you can be on top of things. And speaking of hockey, there's a big money idea for you. Total Hockey. Did you realize Total Hockey started right here in St. Louis with its first store in 1998? It's a dynamic and leading edge hockey realtor. Now this is really cool. They've got 4 additional stores right here in St. Louis. They have a full website. Plus, get this, they're in Chicago, they're in Minneapolis, they're in Pittsburgh, they're in Philadelphia, Detroit, and Washington, D.C. It's really cool. They've actually been ranked on Inc. magazine's national list of fastest growing companies 5 different times. It's really cool because it all started right here in St. Louis. They're actually the exclusive ice hockey equipment realtor of USA Hockey, and they say one of their mottos is to do the right thing, and they like to hire people with integrity. So that's just great. So if you're in need for some hockey gear, check out Total Hockey. You can check them out at totalhockey.com. Now, a lot of teens were competing this weekend. It was actually the preliminary rounds of something that's really cool, if you ask me. It's the Fox Performing Arts Charitable Foundation. Now, you can check out Fox's Performing Arts Charitable Foundation's Facebook page for a list of the performers who advanced to the next round. They are competing for scholarships, but even cooler than the scholarship, if you ask me, is to perform right there on the Fox stage. How cool would that be? Now, the semifinal round is March 28th at the St. Louis Community College in Forest Park, and then the final 12 acts will be chosen, and they get to compete at Fox on Friday, April 24th. For information, check out facebook.com/Fox PACF. Now this is really cool. Congratulations to everybody who tried out. You know, a lot of people, especially teens, sometimes are afraid to try out for stuff, afraid to see what's gonna be like maybe if they don't make it. So even if you didn't make it onto the next round, congratulations to you. You're already way farther along than a lot of people. Plus, how cool would that be to perform on the Fox stage? And speaking of creative arts, did you realize that STL ranked number 4 on the list of most creative cities by Movoto? That's right. There's a strong tie to music, obviously, especially blues music. There's abundance of art stores here and a lot of college and universities that focus on that. And maybe you thought maybe a town like LA, maybe they're on the list. They're not. And St. Louis is 4. So if you have something creative to do, St. Louis is definitely the place that you should do it at. And speaking of creativity, now I know you know Uptown Funk, right? Bruno Mars, you've heard the song, you can't turn on the radio without hearing it. And I'm sure you've seen the video. Well, my buddy Louie from the St. Louis Blues, he did something kind of interesting with it. First, check this out.
This is that ice cold Michelle fight for that white gold. This one for them hood girls, them good girls, straight masterpieces. Styling, wildin', living it up in the city. Got Chuck's on with Saint Laurent. Gotta kiss myself, I'm so pretty. I'm too hot. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I'm too hot.
Oh, you gotta love that, right? Okay, so this is what he did. Louie actually came up with that idea all on his own. Pretty much went frame by frame to the actual music video with the director of the production director over there at the Scott Trade Center, Andrew. They shot that video all in one day, and then Andrew edited it and put it to music. And yes, if you were wondering, those are my legs in the beginning of that video. Those guys in it, those are members of the Blue Crew. The Blue Crew are the team that you see cleaning the ice at the stoppage of play. And of course, Fredbird and Rampage all helped Louie out with that video. Definitely check that out. You can go to YouTube and check out Louie Uptown Funk if you want to see that whole video. And I suggest watching the original video and then that video because he's pretty dead on going frame by frame. Now, I always like to tell you who's coming to the Lou or who's been here. Well, Mario Buetta was here. He's an interior decorator on the panel of judges that determined the winners of the 8th annual St. Louis At Home Architect and Design Awards. The KDR Design Showrooms actually hosted a celebratory luncheon to honor the legendary interior designer. You know, he is the author of 50 Years of American Interior Design. And just so you know how cool this guy is, Mariah Carey has let that man into her home to decorate it. I mean, you know you're top dog if Mariah Carey's letting you in her house to decorate it. That's pretty cool. Awesome that he could join us and help vote on the winners. Now, are you in the mood for a job? Well, Crown Services Inc. recruitment event is happening this Friday, March 6th. It's from 9 to noon. It's at the American Job Center. Now, this is what they're looking for. They're looking for welders, housekeepers, drivers, warehouse workers, forklift drivers, and clerical work. So if any of those things strike your fancy, maybe you need a new job or that's the job you want, you can find out and see them there. You can also find out more about this event and other of 1,000 hot jobs online at jobs.mo.gov. Now, do you need a job? Well, here's your chance to tell employers why they should hire me. And by me, I mean you. All you need to do is send us an email here at hireme@stltv.net. Let us know what it is you do, why you want a job, what you're looking for, that kind of thing. If we select you, we'll have you come in right here and you can videotape your own video message to people saying, hey, hire me. And we'll air it right here on the Daily Mix. Definitely should check that out. Now, I know it's been winter and it makes a lot of people sad, but you know who loves it? Kids. And what do kids like? And kids at heart? They love sledding. Well, we've got some best bets on sledding spots. Woo, that's hard to say. At STL Sprout, they come up with the best places that you can go sledding. Now, obviously, you can't talk about sledding without mentioning Art Hill. That's huge. Everybody goes there. It's a huge hill, first of all, which is awesome. Plus, it's got tons of people. But maybe you want to try something new, or you're in the St. Charles area, where Bums Hollow in Blanchard Park in St. Charles is another great spot to go. Over there in Collinsville, we've got Glidden Park, which is a nice spot. And over there in South St. Louis County, you can check out Suisun Park. Now, Suisun Park's hills aren't quite as steep, but there's a long way to go. And you never can go wrong with sledding. And in fact, if sledding goes wrong, just make snow angels, right? That's awesome. If you want to check out the list for other great sledding spots, check out stlsprout.com. I definitely need to check out some sledding myself. I didn't get to go this time. If we get more snow, I'll go. But what I'm going to do right now for you is I'm going to show you some people enjoying sledding on Art Hill. We're going to take it to a rewind. You've got to love all the sledding and snowing fun. Tons of people went out to Art Hill, which makes for a lot of fun, especially for children, and of course the people who think they're still children. Plus, you know, what is your favorite part of the snowy weather? I like making snow angels myself, maybe a little tiny snowman. Those are always nice. You know, a lot of people hate the snow and some people love the snow. I'm personally one of those people in the middle. I hate the cold, but man, the snow sure is pretty. So maybe if it snows one more time, if it gets one more snow, then I'll go ahead and join them out there. Maybe sled down the hill myself. That would be a lot of fun. Now, I know this is the time of the year that people really get into basketball, right? Well, Arch Madness Missouri Valley Conference is coming to the Scott Trade Center March 5th through the 8th. You can go to archmadness.com and find out more information on them, the brackets on the Missouri Valley Conference. They also have a Facebook page as well. It's facebook.com/Missouri Valley Conference. So if basketball is your thing, that is the place to be. But maybe you don't have tickets to the big event, right? Well, Ballpark Village has got you hooked up there. They've got their fan hangout. They're going to do that Thursday through Sunday right there at Ballpark Village. You can watch all of those March Madness games with your favorite people and other fans. Definitely want to check that out. Plus, on Friday night, country music fans, listen up. It's WIL's Hot Country Nights on Friday. This Friday, is Tyler Farr, you know, going to the bar guy. Great singer. That's actually a really cool place to see an event, too. You get to see it in kind of a smaller venue, a bigger name star, and it's a lot of fun. For information on the Arch Madness or WIL's Hot Country Nights, check out stlballparkvillage.com or WIL92.com. Now, have you seen Kinky Boots? That is the musical inspired by a true story. It's actually a Tony Award-winning Broadway musical. It's about a shoe store who hooks up with an entertainer. And they say actually the main gist of this is that when you see someone differently, you change your whole world. So it's kind of a cool thing. Well, that's at the Fox Theater, March 24th through April 5th. You can go to fabulousfox.com for information on that. But are you ready for this? We have a pair of tickets to give away. That's right, we're just going to give them away. And here's what you have to do to enter. All you have to do is go to STL TV's Facebook page. Go right there and tell us why you would like free tickets to go see Kinky Boots at the Fox Theater. Tell us in a really good way why you would do it. You know, make it elaborate and fun. And we will randomly select a winner on Wednesday morning. And yes, we'll contact that winner. So that's going to be great. Now, Alive Magazine is having their People Choice Awards, and voting is open now. You can vote on your favorite restaurant, bars, shops, and cultural spots. It's their 3rd annual People Choice Awards. You can vote at alivemag.com/WeHeartSTL. I don't know if your favorite TV show's in there, but I sure hope you'll vote for the Daily Mix if it is. Now, that is going to about do it for us, but don't forget to check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. We're everywhere. You definitely want to check us out there, especially on YouTube if you want to rewatch the show. And you can drop us a line at the Daily Mix at stltv.net. We definitely want to hear from you. What do you want to see in the show? What's next? Now, be sure to tune in again tomorrow night at 8 p.m. where Gina Cheatham will bring you the latest in the Lou. And that's going to do it for me, Angela Sharpe. I will see you next Monday right here on the Daily Mix. See ya!